Hey everyone, happy Monday, October 13th. I'm Endrit Sella and this is Capital Markets Quickie. Let's jump into what's driving the week ahead. Quick note before we dive in. Today's episode is brought to you by AMF Capital Asset Management Frankfurt. Learn more about our funds and strategies at amf-capital.de. So it's Monday and this week, well, the mood on Wall Street feels a bit uneasy after last Friday's big sell-off. President Trump fired back at China's tightening of rare earth export curbs with a round of higher tariffs. And that's already making investors brace for another tense week of trade headlines. And to make things even trickier, the federal government shutdown rolls into its third week, which means a bunch of economic data might not come out at all. Reports on wholesale inflation, retail sales, housing starts, and jobless claims could be delayed, so investors will have to look elsewhere for clues about how the economy's really doing. Still, not everything's standing still. The homebuilder confidence and small business optimism surveys are set to be released as planned, and several Federal Reserve officials, including Chair Jerome Powell, are scheduled to speak throughout the week. Powell will deliver an economic update on Tuesday, and we'll also hear from Vice Chair Michelle Bowman and Governor Christopher Waller. The Fed's Beige Book, its regional economic report, is due Wednesday and could offer some fresh insight into local business conditions. Now, even with the data blackout, there's still plenty happening in corporate America. The spotlight is definitely on earnings this week. We've got Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, and American Express all reporting, along with updates from Citi, Morgan Stanley, and Bank of America. It's a packed week for the big banks, and investors will be watching closely to see if those early-year momentum gains are holding up. Chipmakers are also in focus. Taiwan Semiconductor will report on Thursday, and expectations are high after the company grew revenue by about 40% in the first half of the year on the back of AI demand. Meanwhile, Dutch chip equipment maker ASML reports Wednesday after warning about slower growth amid ongoing tariff concerns. Beyond that, Oracle kicks off its 3-day AI World Conference today, while Salesforce's big Dreamforce event begins Tuesday. Both could deliver new announcements about how AI is reshaping the tech landscape. And finally, while the bond market is closed today for Columbus Day, or Indigenous Peoples Day in some regions, the major stock exchanges are open, so trading continues as usual. So to sum it up, the government's still shut down, the Fed's still talking, and the world's biggest banks and chipmakers are about to open their books. It's one of those weeks where even if the data's missing, the market's got more than enough to digest. All right, that wraps up today's Capital Markets Quickie. Join me again tomorrow morning for more market updates. See you then.